Hello friends. Dear friend, today we are going to talk about the tenses. We have already talked about verbs, lexical verbs and different form of verb. So as we have already talked about verb, let me revise you that verb, any lexical verb has two forms, that is the past form or present form. For example, we will take an example of a very simple verb, play. Now this was a present form of verb, and now what is the past form of verb? It can be, or it is, played. Or some more example, write, present form of verb, then wrote, past form of verb, and then written, past participle form of verb. Now try to concentrate. Is there any other form apart from these forms of verb? Apart from these, we can have, this one is the base, this one is the past. For example, I will write down base, past and past participle. Okay. Now, apart from this, we had verb plus, es or yes. For example, writes. Now, this was the yes form of verb, base form plus yes, writes, plays. One more form, that is the ing form of verb. For example, writing. So this was the ing form of verb and this was the yes form of verb. So all these are the 5 forms of verb. Now we are talking about the tenses. Let me talk about you that this was the present form of verb, this was the past form of verb, and this was the past participle. It is also kind of past. However, these forms of verb are generally used in progressive aspect and present aspect. Past aspect, this is also used in present aspect. Now try to concentrate. This was a present aspect, this was past aspect, and this was a progressive aspect. So these are 3 aspects. Now let me tell you how many tenses are there. As we have seen the different forms of verb, every verb can have these 5 forms. Or apart from these 5 forms, no verb will have the future form of verb. For example, tell me, I play cricket. Now, this form of verb play, you can convert it into past tense. I play cricket. Now try to concentrate. What is the future form of verb? Is there anyone who can answer me? Now you can say, sir, you can use will or shall. So we can convert the sentence into future tense. Okay, future tense was there, but there is no future form of verb. That was a very clear statement. It wasn't a vague statement at all. So out of these observations, as there is no future form of verb, however, we have to indicate, we have to show the future time. We have to point out the time that is yet to come. So we have to use some of the tactics. For example, you can use will or shall. However, apart from this, one more way was there to show the future time. We will talk about all these things later on, but at this moment, my point is that how many tenses are there? So basically, if you are talking about the tenses, theoretically, I am saying theoretically, verbs can have present form of verb and past form of verb. So therefore, the tenses are very much related to the verbs, and so it is observed by some of the grammarians, some of the linguists, that there are only two tenses, and these two tenses are the present tense and the past tense. Now try to understand. I am not denying future tense wasn't there. It was there. We have to locate the time which is yet to come or which is future one. So we have to use something to show the time which is yet to come, which is in future. So we use this will or shall, or one more way was there, that is going to. For example, here I said I play cricket. Present tense. You can say the verb is in present tense. I played cricket. You can say the verb is in past tense. So it is past tense. But if I say I am going to play, I am going to play. Now going to play, it means right now he is not going to, he is not playing. He is going to play in future. After a few moments, after a few minutes, after a few hours, he is going to play. So we can point out that to locate the future tense or the future time, I would say for better understanding, you can use will or shall or this going to. However, if you looked in a theoretical manner, now look at the sentence. I am going to play. Now this statement am plus verb plus ing, it shows present progressive tense. Now the issue is that, the problem is that, though theoretically it is present progressive because this ing shows the progressive aspect, but we have to point out that I am going to play means right now he is not going to play. He is not playing. He is not playing. So there is a difference. Or you can say he is going to play. The moment he said he is going to play, the moment he is not playing. But after a few minutes, after a few hours, he is going to play. So it was indicating the time which is yet to come, the action that is going to happen. So this was one of the way to show the future time. You can use it as a future tense also, but theoretically it is not future tense, it is present progressive. So these are some of the very key facts about the tenses. We are talking about what the tenses is. Then basically, let me be clear, the tenses, through the tenses we are trying to locate the time of action. When does it happen? It happens before the moment of speaking something, or before the moment I made some statements, or it is happening at the moment I am speaking some statement or going to make some actions, or it will happen after the moment I speak out. So if it happens before the time, at the time of speaking, or after the time of speaking, that is past, present and future. Now try to understood this continuum, we are using tenses. So basically we will understood the two tenses, that is the present tense and past tense. As far as the future tense is concerned, I once again I repeat, theoretically future tense doesn't exist, and the reason is that there is no future form of verb. So the future tense didn't exist. I'm making it a very plain statement. It might be shocking to all of you, but it was a reality. And the cause behind all this thing is that there is no future form of verb. In order to convert the sentence into future, you have to use these auxiliary, modal auxiliaries will or shall. So you can indicate the future tense. So after all, the time has to be indicated, whether is it in the past or present or the future. But you know, nobody can predict the future. The fortune tellers were there, they can tell your fortune, they can tell your future also. But nobody is confirmed, nobody is so much confident that okay, this is going to be happen, or I will play. The moment anything can happen. So the future tense didn't exist. Basically what we had two tenses, that is the present tense and past tense. Basically we are going to study all these three tenses, though I am denying that the future tense doesn't exist, but yes, we have to show the future time, and so some mechanism has to be there, and this will or shall will help us to show the future time. In the next class we will talk about present tenses. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, you can subscribe my channel. If you have any questions or queries, please write in chat box. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video.